Jim, when you look back at last night's game, having a chance to watch it on tape, anything that you see differently?
No. We see it clearer, I would say. We didn't play well, and it was very clear, the areas of the game we didn't play well. It was clearer on the video. It was more often than we thought, and explained a lot of the speed that was coming at us in the game. But we're going to try not to beat it up. It's early. We're going to try to, set it aside. We'll happily take the 2 points, and we'll know we're in a hockey game tomorrow.
The guys who kind of carried you through it, 2 Stanley Cup champions, right? Hey, Jimmy, great to see you again. Darcy and Kopi, those are the guys I'm sure you rely on maybe when things aren't going well to right the ship?
Well, I think it's, generally your goaltender has a chance to keep you in or win you a game or save you a game, or however you want to describe it, whether it's Kemps or Rittich or the goalies we've had here in the past. That's a critical position. And then sometimes somebody has to go make a play, make a big play. And last night it was Kopi a couple times, so we don't expect it to be Kopi every time. Somebody has to step up. He's done it quite often during his career.
Frank Clark was talking about Buffalo coming in mad, having dropped those first 2 games. That's never an excuse for a team. He was aware of that. What is something maybe young players are going to learn about how teams can come in like that, and how can they be prepared to counteract that right away?
Yeah, well, it's a good point. I think, we're really happy with our preseason. It went quite well, and we felt really good. And then I think the biggest point on the young players is you see then again what the regular season in the NHL looks like. And I think, as well as, we played against Boston and Florida, that was a different level last night. So it's recalibrating to that speed and intensity. And I think that's, where Buffalo probably would have played the same game had they been 2-0. I really believe that. It's their home opener. They're ready to play. So I think it's just getting us, everybody, not just the young players, back up to the NHL regular season intensity, and we didn't quite have that last night.
All 3 centers were right around 19 last night. Is that a encouraging split, between those 3 lines?
Yeah, I would say this, though. I would say I thought Alex Turcotte played very well and didn't play enough. So what does that look like to the other 3 centers' minutes? Maybe it's a little bit less if Turk's going as well as he did last game. So I don't know what the number looks like, but I think you should see that pretty balanced. I think that's probably a fair statement. If one of the 3 lines is going better, we want to ride them, no matter which one it is. Maybe you'll see more there in that case. But I think I did Turk a disservice because he played very well, and he should have eaten some more of those minutes.
I saw you mentioned last night you'd like to have seen that line, maybe use that line a little bit more. Is it just situational when the penalties come in, they maybe get lost in the...
Yeah, that really made it difficult. And then, out of the penalty kills sometimes, they're coming out with 72 and 89 if they didn't finish the penalty kill, so that's their top line. So, it's a tall ask for Turk and Andre Lee to go out and have to play against Thompson and Tuck coming out of there. So now they're going to sit again, and then maybe I missed him or it's a long shift, and now Cousins is coming. So, I try not to go against the top 2 lines with that line early in their careers here like this. So it just happened way too often last night for different reasons.
If you look at either late in the game or the PK, the 3D that seemed to play the most were Edmondson, Anderson, and Gavrikov. All 3 shoot left. Are there adjustments for those guys when you have 2 of those guys maybe on the ice as opposed to the left-right?
Yeah, a better question from them than me because they have to play the offside, and it is different. But I think Gabby in particular, and then Mikey probably secondary, have got some time on the offside. Eddie, we'd like to keep on his strong side a little bit more, but that's the value of being. What's the word I'm looking for? What's the word I'm looking for, Foxy?
Versatile.
Versatile. Nick, I should have went right to Nick. I should have went to the veteran right there. Hey, versatile. Yeah, and that versatility is so important as a player. You can be a winger that can play center, a center that can play wing, a winger that can play on his offhand, a defenseman that can play on his offhand. Coach is always sometimes trying to plug holes, and when you have that ability, that gets you more opportunity. So in this case, nice job by those guys because I know Smitty leaned on them hard late. Yeah.
Expect any changes tomorrow, Coach?
I don't. No, I don't. Just expect us to play a little bit better.
I usually think forward, but do you think back to the game here at all last year with kind of where the team was in the season and how this game kind of helped to swing things a little bit going forward?
It was a big game, and what it always is, played Boston so many times over the years, and an afternoon game. That was an afternoon game too in Boston. You know, AC/DC is going to be playing. You know you're in a hockey game, and it's probably, you can say, oh, those are hard games, but I think as a player, they're the games you love to play. You know it's not difficult to get up for the game, to wonder how this game is going. You know what's going to happen in that game. AC/DC is going to be going, and somebody's going to bump into you, so you get ready to play.